These 10 stories illustrate the unwavering power of true love, defying social conventions and physical limitations. The couples presented embody remarkable resilience, proving that the sincerity of the bond transcends appearance, age, and established norms. Number 10, Masson and Sarah. This couple blatantly illustrates the overcoming of barriers related to age and physical appearance. The 27-year age gap, which includes mobility challenges for Masson, sets their relationship apart. The public visibility of their union is an act of defiance, as it inevitably generates persistent stares and hasty judgments. Sarah is often confronted with the assumption that her motivations are financial, highlighting Sarah's independence and her emotional and material investment in the relationship. Masson, for his part, expresses a sense of disbelief at the attraction of a significantly younger partner, which goes beyond traditional aesthetic norms. Their story highlights the dynamic where the initiative and conviction came from the younger partner, forcing a re-evaluation of romantic patterns. The foundation of their bond lies in a complicity built around simple, shared activities, such as cooking and cinema. By using social platforms, they actively campaign against prejudice, asserting that the legitimacy of a relationship is measured by the feeling of being loved, valued, and understood, and not by adherence to superficial social criteria. Their commitment proves that emotional strength and mutual support can revitalize life, transforming challenges into a source of shared energy and joy, thus demonstrating that true love ignores conventions. Number 9, Joseph and Vanya. Their relationship is a poignant demonstration of love's ability to flourish despite medical challenges, requiring multiple surgical interventions and the use of a feeding tube for his nutrition. Beyond the physical constraints, he had to develop considerable mental resilience to face social stigma and unsuccessful surgical attempts. His journey, marked by the loss of his twin and an adoption, is a testament to acceptance and belonging. In an environment unsuited to his limitations, Joseph developed alternative communication methods, relying on gestures, written notes, or his phone. For a long period, he had internalized the belief that romantic love was inaccessible to him. The meeting with Vanya at their workplace marked a decisive turning point. Initially confused by the situation, Vanya quickly managed to perceive the incredible individual beyond the specific needs and difficulties. Their first date, symbolically celebrated on Valentine's Day, confirmed their complementarity. Despite initial apprehensions and the reluctance of Vanya's family, Joseph was welcomed for his inner strength, devotion, and capacity to love. Their wedding in 2020 and their nearly 5-year union is proof that emotional connection, complicity, and sincere laughter form the basis of a lasting commitment, transcending physical obstacles. Number 8, Ren and Timmy. The story of Ren and Timmy facing a major physical disability. She managed to reinvent methods to accomplish her daily tasks, affectionately calling her limbs protuberances, symbolizing her positive approach to disability. This adaptive strength has been an essential asset in her adult life, particularly on the TikTok platform, where she gained significant visibility. However, she revealed that her love life had previously been tainted by the shame felt by former partners, who refused to publicly display their relationship. As she was considering giving up on the idea of a romantic relationship, the meeting with Timmy, via a dating app, reversed this perception. Timmy immediately distinguished himself by his open-mindedness and lack of prejudice, adopting the role of a true companion in all spheres of her life. Their partnership became public, with Timmy actively participating in Ren's videos, which are seen by millions of people. Ren uses this platform to deconstruct stereotypes about disability with a mix of lightness and humor. Despite negative comments online, their goal remains to change the societal perception of people with disabilities, highlighting their abilities and potential. Their couple embodies the conviction that the struggle for a more equitable future, based on the recognition of individual worth, is essential, and that love is a motor for this social transformation. Number 7, Mad and Taylor. Mad and Taylor, facing the judgment and intrusive stares they would confront in public due to Taylor's condition. Despite these trials, their relationship quickly consolidated, with marriage taking place after only a year, attesting to the strength of their conviction. The path to acceptance was not without obstacles, even within Mad's circle, where initial doubts persisted about the durability of the couple because of the physical differences. However, the patience and undeniable affection they shared progressively allowed Taylor to be fully integrated and respected by Mad's entourage. The new stage in their life, the desire to have a child, raised important discussions, particularly within Mad's family, due to the 50% risk of genetic transmission of dwarfism. Faced with these questions, the couple maintained a firm and unconditional stance, asserting that love and care take precedence over any genetic characteristic. Their determination eventually rallied the family to their dream. Mad and Taylor's commitment to providing a loving, supportive, and educational environment for their child, whatever their characteristics, proves that the essence of a true family lies in the willingness to build a life based on union, mutual respect, and unconditional love. Number 6, Cole and charisma. Cole's story: his condition caused vertebral fractures at levels C, 5 and C6, leaving him quadriplegic. This condition deprived him of most motor control below the neck, classifying him as a complete quadriplegic, despite some residual movements in his upper body. Despite the severity of his disability, Cole showed remarkable determination to complete his studies and adapt to his new physical reality. However, he felt an essential void, that of sharing his life. The meeting with Charisma Madison in 2017 at a rehabilitation clinic was a moment of mutual love at first sight. Their relationship developed quickly, ignoring physical limitations as an obstacle. A year later, they got engaged, deciding to use their story as a source of inspiration. Their YouTube channel became a public testament to their fulfilling life, demonstrating that it is possible to lead a happy existence despite a major disability. They constantly remind their audience that a person's worth cannot be determined by their physical condition. Cole, who continues physical therapy sessions, trains with Charisma, and together they produce content, embodying a total commitment to life and to each other. Number 5, Kathleen and Montre. Kathleen. The management of her illness was vital from birth, requiring a tracheotomy to ensure breathing and the use of a hearing aid. Despite schoolyard taunts, where she was nicknamed Alien, Kathleen developed a will for autonomy and exceptional courage. Dance became an emotional outlet and a means of expression that allowed her to convey her feelings. Nevertheless, her medical condition had made her doubt the possibility of experiencing romantic love. The meeting with Montre marked a radical transformation. Montre knew how to see beyond her physical appearance to connect with Kathleen's essence, a dynamic, joyful, and ambitious young woman. He quickly became a pillar of support, notably encouraging her to share her dance videos on TikTok, which allowed her to shine and challenge the perception that her medical condition would limit her potential. Kathleen describes Montre as an extraordinary person who restored her self-confidence, allowing her to feel simply like anyone else, a powerful affirmation of love that refuses to let illness define identity. Number 4, Nanette and Richard. The difference makes their couple visibly non-standard in public. Nanette, 1.30 meters, originally from the Philippines and living in New York, and Richard, 1.90 meters, have been the target of virulent criticism. Nanette has been accused of being a mail order bride or having financial motives, while they are sometimes mistaken in public for a parent and daughter. Their story began online in 2007 while Richard was working in Afghanistan, a distance that did not prevent the development of a strong connection, symbolized by weekly flower deliveries. Despite Richard's surprise at Nanette's short stature upon their first meeting, he was already smitten. After 3 years of a long-distance relationship, Nanette immigrated to the United States to get married. They raised a daughter who perceives her parents' height difference as a normal and endearing curiosity. By ignoring critics of opportunism, Nanette and Richard prove that their commitment is based on affection, lightness, and mutual determination, rejecting the stereotypes that associate mixed relationships with financial or migratory arrangements. Number 3, Zakaya and Rob. Their relationship, which requires the use of leg braces, began via video calls on Facebook. Initially, Zakia was not aware of Rob's height. However, Rob's humor and charisma transcended the physical difference during their first meeting. As a couple for 6 years, they have gone through difficult times, but have always prioritized unity. Their decision to share their lives on social networks, particularly TikTok, exposes them to considerable support, but also to cruel comments, often mistaking them for a mother-son relationship or insinuating Zakaya's financial interest. Zakaya handles these criticisms by insisting on the normalcy of their couple life, moments of joy, love, but also arguments and misunderstandings. Their strength lies in their constant quest for mutual understanding and their commitment to forming a solid partnership. They challenge the idea that couples must conform to a particular aesthetic to be considered legitimate, choosing instead to be defined by their emotional connection. Number 2, Zadeja and Timothy. The comments. Contrary to stereotypes, it was Zadeja, the younger one, who took the initiative by asking Timothy out. This reversal of traditional roles reinforced the criticism, with people insisting on the stereotype dynamic of the older, wealthy man supporting the young woman. However, the reality is quite different. Zadeja is financially stable and independent. Their meeting, in a professional context, recruitment, was followed by immediate chemistry, which quickly led them to become inseparable. Despite a 3-decade difference, they share an identical sense of humor, a strong taste for adventure, and a surprisingly similar worldview. Faced with criticism, including that from Timothy's children or skeptical friends, the couple maintained unwavering unity. Time worked in their favor, transforming the skepticism of their entourage into acceptance and support. Zadeja and Timothy demonstrate that the quality of a relationship is not determined by age, but by the joy, emotional connection, and mutual and sincere respect they constantly offer each other. Number 1, Cassandra and Wa. The relationship is nourished by common interests, notably a shared passion for fashion, style, and creativity. The main physical difference is height, with Wa being visibly shorter than Cassandra. Cassandra, 1.80 meters, who is 15 centimeters taller than Wa, 1.65 meters, sees this gap widen to about 30 centimeters when she wears high heels. Cassandra initially admitted to having reservations, having never imagined dating a shorter man and fearing social judgment. However, emotional closeness and complicity quickly eclipsed these concerns. She realized that the most important thing was to unite with someone who valued her and made her smile. The couple never allowed physical appearance to interfere with their feelings, using sincere dialogue and humor as tools to address malicious remarks. Despite their marriage and obvious happiness, they continue to face mockery, comparing them to a mother and her son. They remain unaffected by these comments, proving that the true measure of love lies in fidelity, respect, and complicity, and not in conformity to size standards. Number 11, unexpected cases. Every day, Mr. Johnny and his wife Annabella walk hand in hand, despite heavy stares and murmurs. Johnny barely measures 1.60 meters, yet his wife exceeds 2 meters. Their love is intriguing, sometimes shocking. However, they have learned to transform judgments into strength. Together, they prove that true greatness is not measured in centimeters, but in courage and fidelity. Sincere love is an emotional connection, inspiring hope and empathy through their unconditional commitment.